Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of Dave's Saturday Podcast for the 8th of May, 2021. My homeboy Drew is in the house, but he does not want to be a part of this podcast.
I didn't say that.
He did not clarify, but I'm assuming he doesn't want to be.
I'll be a guest on your podcast, Dave.
He said he wants to be a guest. I don't have guests. Until today! Drew, come on down.
I'm just saying. I am making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It is
You get closer to the microphone.
making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Closer.
Is this too close?
No, but because you get closer and you talk quieter. All right, that was Drew, everybody. Hey. What a great episode.
You can edit that out.
There were no questions this week. I don't know. Let me check, actually.
Wait, have you been getting questions on your email?
No questions this week. Let me tell you about my week. This week I went to work. That's all I did. And I did my working out, obviously, because I'm never going to stop, baby. Not until I'm absolutely jacked. I went on a long hike yesterday. I went with my friend Caleb. And we went on a long hike. We went 14 miles. And afterward, we got a big meal at a Fat Shack. And then we went to Dairy Queen. And we saw this guy, I don't know if he's homeless or not, but he was posing in front of a very reflective building. And we thought it would be a good idea to offer him an ice cream cone. So we buy this guy an ice cream cone, and we drive up, we pull up next to him, we're like, hey man, you want an ice cream cone? And he walks over, he grabs the ice cream cone, and he just tosses it in the air and walks away. It was such a power move. So that's the only interesting thing that happened to me all week. It's just so difficult to record a podcast when someone else is in the room making a peanut butter jelly sandwich without shoes on. That's the real distracting part. He doesn't have shoes on. Gotta stare at those unshoed feet, those shoeless tootsies.
Bare feet?
Oh yeah, bare feet. That's what you call them.
There's a word for that.
Yeah, that's the word. I think the reason I haven't gotten any questions is because I don't leave my business cards anywhere anymore. So it's the only reason I can think of. You never know. Been doing a lot of cardio lately. Rode a bike 7 miles, and then I did that hike this weekend. That marathon I walked last weekend. It's pretty cool. Then moving to Texas, so I'm starting to get stuff together for that. I totally redid everything I own. I got rid of a lot of clothes. I'm getting rid of a lot of junk. And I'm going to move with everything that I can fit in my car. Go down to Texas. Bada bing, bada boom. Easy peasy. Yeah. Got my comedy show coming up. It's going to be big. 30 minutes. 30 minutes of me performing. It's going to be crazy. And then I'll perform all the time in Austin. I'll be a big comedian. It's going to be really nice. Yeah, I got this great bit where I have a bag of limes. It's really cool, but you'll have to be there to see it. All 3 listeners that don't even live in the state, probably. Yeah, I stay with my grandma in Albuquerque when I move. Kind of excited for that. I really want to visit Albuquerque because that's where Breaking Bad was filmed. I think that's pretty cool. I don't really want to go to any of the filming places because it seems like kind of a waste of time. But you never know. Maybe it'll be worthwhile. Hey, I had a debate with someone. They were talking about shrimp. How you can only get the shrimp from the bag if they have the legs already on them. And I agreed with him. But the reasoning was different. He said that's because it means they're more fresh. But I don't really want to eat shrimp unless I can hold their hand while I eat them, so that they feel safe. I don't want to eat shrimp that doesn't feel safe. All that gunk in them, they feel safe. It doesn't really affect you. Growing kale and spinach at the house that I'm going to move out of in 2 months. So I'll never get to enjoy the kale and spinach. But I will get to watch it grow for a little while. I think that'll be pretty nice. Watching it grow. It's kind of weird to watch plants grow because it's like they were a seed, but now they're not anymore. and like making something of themselves. It's kind of like if you listen to this podcast from episode 1 all the way into the last episode when I die, because I'm going to keep making this until I'm dead. That's what it's kind of like. I think that's a pretty good analogy. It's time to talk about the news. There's no news that I can think of. I don't really pay attention to the news much, but I heard the vaccines are slowing down. That's probably because everyone that wanted to get it was like super desperate to get it. So everybody that wanted to get it got it, and now the government's gonna have to convince people for the next few months. So you're gonna see get vaccinated everywhere. It's gonna be a real pain. I don't know. What's the point? People are gonna die anyway, right? So why don't you just let them? Is that so hard? I don't know. If I didn't get the vaccine, I would accept the risk. I think it's fine. We're not really overloading the hospitals. Well, that's my political views for the week. We've had lemons at this house for so long, and nobody eats them. Nobody eats the lemon. When life gives you a lemon, you leave them in the banana basket for months on end. That's this household's mentality. Oh, I can't wait to eat Taco Bell. That's all I can think about. I sound distracted because all I can think about is moving to Texas and going there and getting Taco Bell's dollar menu that finally costs $1 and just eating Taco Bell. That's all I want out of life. I just want Taco Bell so badly. And they have barbecue there. Yesterday I ate at Fat Shack. If you know what Fat Shack is, it's fatty food, and it's designed to be as fat as possible. And it comes in a sandwich, so it's like chicken tenders and macaroni and mozzarella sticks and all that, all mashed together with some honey mustard sauce, whatever sauce you put on it, in a hoagie bun. And you just eat it like that, and it is so good. We had some fried pickles too. Those were good. It's a lot of calories, so the only reason I did it was because I burned so much hiking those 14 miles. So the Fat Shack was pretty good. At Dairy Queen, I got like a brownie sundae thing. It was like $5. It was so good. It's so weird to eat out when you don't eat out very often, because it's like someone else makes you food, and then you can just eat it. It's crazy, man. That probably made me sound a little high. I'm not high. I don't do drugs. No. I'm still dieting, so that's why I just think about food constantly. It's crazy. You go on a diet, all you can think about is food. But then it really makes you appreciate things. So my cheat days, I really appreciate what I'm eating. But my diet's pretty much been cottage cheese, peanut butter sandwiches, and chicken breast. That's it. And it kind of grades on you. Oh, and vegetables. I can eat as much vegetables as I want. I'm doing that. I'm trying to lose fat. I want to have abs. I really, really want to have abs before I die. And this is like the only time in my life where my fat percentage is low enough to where it might not be that hard to get abs. So I'm going to try and get abs for a while. We'll see what happens. I'm still working out and all that jazz, as you know. I'll see. Maybe I'll get abs, maybe I won't. And then I'll finally be able to get a date. Finally. That's the secret. You just need abs. That's all you need. Well, my life is still boring, so I don't have a ton to talk about. You're going to have to wait until I'm a comedian and I go out and do stuff before I'm funny and my podcast is more entertaining. Maybe it's okay for now, but it'll be really good once I move and get situated and move into a comedy career, if I can do that. All right, it was good talking to you. Sorry this was so short. Thank you and good night.